Hello everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore, and today I have another treat box to share with you. It could be for a small gift as well because it's a pretty good size. How I came up with this size was I wanted one to fit this So Sentimental die that comes in the So Sentimental. Actually, the dies are not called So Sentimental, they're Stitched So Sweetly, but they come with the bundle of So Sentimental, which you can get as a bundle right now, but it is going to be sold separate in the new catalog. So you'll have to purchase the dies and the stamp set separately. And I love the stamp set as well because there's so many cute things. I love the Yummylicious. That would be really cute for a treat box as well. But these are the dies. And these dies have been very popular. I'm not sure if they're still on back order. They were on back order like last week when I looked, but I'm not sure if they still are. But I'm using the largest one here for this one. So it's this one right here. And I wanted it to fit on this box, so that's how I got the size of the box that I wanted. And then I held out for a while on this stamp set. I really wanted it, but I just decided to wait on it, and I wish I would have got it earlier. It's the most adorable stamp set, and this also comes as a bundle with the umbrella punch, and it's the umbrella builder punch, but this is a bundle also, and if you get it as a bundle right now, it's 10%, but they are again going to be separated in the new catalog, so you will have to buy them separately. All right, so this is what I'm using for it, and I love this. It says, no matter the weather, we're friends forever. So that's what I'm using for that. I'm using the closed umbrella this time, the little boots, and the flowers right here for this. And it's so cute. I will speed through the coloring because I know you've watched me, if you follow me, color with my blends a lot, because you know I'm in love with the blends, and I love how they color, and it's just such a fun way to color. So this is what I'm sharing. I'm going to tell you what size this is. It is 4 inches by 2 by 2. So it's really cute little size, but it fits a good amount of little candies or chocolates or something in there. I'm going to share this one, but I also did this one. This was the first one I did, and I did also use the Stitch So Sweetly dies on this one, but I liked that one better, but this one was cute as well. I thought this one was cute, so here's another idea for you. But we're going to do the Rococo Rose one, and so for that you're going to need a piece of Rococo Rose. This is 11 by 8, and then to mat this you need one piece that's 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. Then you need 2 pieces that are 1 3/4 by 3 3/4, and then you need 2 more pieces for the sides, which is 2 3/8 by 1 3/4. And I already cut out the die because I was going to do a lot of coloring, and then we have to punch out the images. So I thought I'd go ahead and run this through since it was the only thing we need to run through on the big shot. All right, and then you need some Scrap Whisper White to do your stamping on. I'm going to do the stamping and coloring first. I just think it'd go a lot easier if we just do that first. So I'm using Memento Black. Always use the Memento Black ink when you are using your blends. So we are getting a few new colors in the new catalog, so be looking for that. And if you are a regular customer of mine, you will be getting, and you have purchased in the last 6 months, you will be getting a catalog delivered to your door. I usually order them off of Stampin'up in the mailing selector. And then, let's see, this is the flowers we're using. But if you do not have a demonstrator and you would like a new catalog, just please contact me. I have a contact section on my blog at stampingwithamore.com. Alright, so those are the images that we're coloring. we are going to stamp one of the other little flowers. I'll show you how we're going to do that in just a minute. So I'm going to just tell you what I'm using for this. So I'm using the light and dark Rococo Rose, light and dark Crumb Cake, and the light Mossy Meadow, and then I am using the center of the flower is going to be the dark Mango Melody. So I'm going to just go ahead and speed that up, and we'll get back to you in a second. Okay, so I have it all colored. We're just going to do one last thing to our umbrella, and I'm going to use this smaller flower here, and I'm using the Rococo Rose. I just wanted a little decoration on the umbrella, so we are going to stamp this flower on here. Don't worry if you get it off a little bit, because it's going to punch out. We're going to punch it. All right, so now I am going to grab our punch, and I'm probably going to have to cut these pieces so I can get them individually into this punch. And we're going to cut this one out, or punch it out. And then I'm going to punch out this and the flowers we do have to fussy cut. I don't know if I'm going to get this in there that way. I think I'm going to have to do my little trick, because this is the I punched it the opposite way. So I'm going to just add a little, and then I can hold it here and we can get it in. And line that up. I should have punched it the other way so we could have got it in. You know what, I'm going to go ahead and stamp that again so that it will fit. I can place it in here. So let's see, if I put it in this way, it's going to go this way. This may make it a little bit easier. I think I'll probably have to cut. Think about that when you're stamping, because it does help when it's going in the right direction. There we go. All right, got that. So here's the top of our umbrella. And we're done punching. So I am going to, once again, I'm going to speed this up so you don't have to watch me fussy cut, although this is super simple fussy cutting, especially these boots. They're really easy and quick. All right, so we have our little flowers cut out as well. All right, now we're ready to put this all together. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to add a glue dot to the end of this, because it's going to go underneath the boot. So I'm just putting on that little dot right there. And we're going to put that there so they're like coming out of the boot. And then I'm going to use another one for the handle on the umbrella. Put that on there. And now we'll do our box, and everything will be ready to go. All right, let's do this. The box is really easy. That's why I thought we'd get that out of the way, and then we'll put it all together. So on the 11-inch side, you're going to score it at 2, 4.5, 6.5, and 9. And then you're going to turn it, and you are going to score it on the 8-inch side at 2 and 6. That is it. Alright, so now to put this together, we are going to cut up each one of these. We are not cutting any of them off. We are keeping them all. So you're just cutting into these. But whatever side you pick for the top side, you don't want to cut into because you want it to stay square. And I'll show you that here in a second. So I'm going to sharpen these score marks really quickly so I can show you what I'm talking about. And then we will cut into some of these. All right, so we are going to have, these are going to go inside in the bottom. So on this top piece, you don't want to cut into these, but on these two here, you want to cut them into those. You can do it just the opposite, like use this for the top, but I just wanted to show you just to cut into these. And do the same on this side, but leave the top alone. Alright, now we're ready to put it all together and then we'll mat it. So I am going to use wet glue for this. I would use the tear and tape, but it takes a little bit longer, and so we're just going to use some wet glue. Line these up really good. It always is important for these boxes that these are always square, so your top fits on. And then we're going to put wet glue on these two that we cut. I'm going to pull this one up. Again, make sure they're square. And then on this one, you are going to just put these on. And this is going to keep it square and nice on the outside, nice and clean. And then we're going to do the same on this one. And then you can line up your edges all really nice there. I'm also going to take my 1-inch circle punch, and we're going to mat it first. Let's mat it first. Forgot about matting it. All right. So on here, here's something that I usually do. I just cut a little bit to clear that little corner. When it's a box like this, it needs a little bit of give room. So I will cut just a hair off of this. Sometimes on a bakery box, I will cut a bunch. I will cut like it halfway, but on something like this, you just need to cut it a little bit to give this little area a little bit extra room. And if you see it popping out like that, you can take a little bit more off and it will help the situation. All right, so let's go ahead and mat these. So I'm just going to use snail to mat them. And this is our top piece here. And then our two side pieces. This will be the front. And then the back. And by the way, this designer series paper is the new Ornate Garden Specialty Designer Series paper. It's this one right here, and this will be in our new catalog as well. Love this paper. And then we're going to do the sides here. And then I'm going to open this up and we're going to do our, I'm going to cut a little bit more off of that edge there, and I'm going to trim this where I added, so I'm just going to cut a little bit off more. Give it that little bit of extra room because I could see it was kind of poking up. All right, so now we're going to use our 1 inch, or oh, this is the 3/4 inch. You can use an inch or the 3/4 inch. Or this will make it easier to open, close. Now we got that ready to go. I'm going to stamp our sentiment with some Memento Black. These are all from the same stamp set, the Under the Umbrella. And we're going to stamp that right in the center. And then we're ready to put this on our box. Again, I'm just using some snail. And then for the rest of it, we are popping these up with dimensionals. So I am going to put some dimensionals on the umbrella. I need my little we're going to put this over on this side. And then a couple more for our boots and our little flower here. And that one's going on this side. And then what I am going to do with my light Rococo Rose, I'm going to use my Whisper White crinkled ribbon, crinkled seam binding, and I am going to color this. And we are going, it's a little bit messy. You will get your area a little bit messy here, but you can color your ribbons with these blends, and I love you can coordinate them with your projects. So I want to make sure I have enough for that bow. So all right, I'm going to cut this, and then I'm going to do the, make sure the end is already. And when it's thin like this, you could get away with only doing one side. If it's a thicker ribbon, you'll want to do both sides. So I want to make sure I have enough here. I'm going to end up shortening it because it's just a little bitty bow. But I love this ribbon. It ties really nicely. I'm going to need it a little bit smaller. And then we'll trim the ends here. And then I'm going to use a glue dot to add that to our umbrella. Right down here. And that is it. It's all done. So here's the other one. Aren't they adorable? I think they turned out so cute. I'm really pleased with them. And I hope you enjoy it too. It's really a fun little one, and I love this stamp set. I'm so glad I finally got my hands on it. So that will be in the new catalog as well. All right, everyone, if you need any supplies, you can go to my blog at stampingwithamore.com and shop from my blog. This is my May hostess code, and I hope you have a blessed day. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. I'll catch you in the next one, everyone. Have a good one. Bye.